What's up, YouTube? I'm back with a big zit on my face. Good just for the video. I know I skipped last week and maybe the week before. I've been going through some shit, personal shit, not sick or anything like that. Been debating if I wanted to keep doing these videos. I did decide to stop doing stand-up, not because I suck or anything like that. I just got a lot of shit going on in my life, and I had to pick something I had to give. So I chose that. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop being funny or stop trying to make people laugh. It is what it is, man. Sometimes life throws you a curveball and you got to swing in that bitch anyways. So I decided to shoot a video, see what happens. I'd said last time I was going to do the topic of cussing, so I decided, let me pick up there where I left off. I've literally cussed my entire life. As long as I've spoken audible words, I've cussed. Never going to stop. I tried really hard. My kids were little. I tried everything I could to break the habit. It's just how I talk. Here's the way I look at it. My mom accepts the way I talk. The rest of the world just has to accept the way I talk. As George Carlin once said, there's no bad words. They're just words. Bad intentions, bad thoughts, but they're just words. A lot of people play it out different ways in their heads. They give words power that they don't need. I don't understand it. They're just words. Yes, sometimes things are inappropriate, but it's inappropriate for you. Just because you don't say it or use those words doesn't mean I can't. I try to respect people in their homes mostly, but because if I'm in your home, I try to respect you and your rules and your beliefs. If you're in my home, I still do that. I'm really a good person despite being an asshole. But I grew up around the language, so I understand they're just words. And a lot of words that are cuss words today, they're just English versions of words that have always been around. Ass came from arse or osh, depending on where it has a European root. A lot, what is the other word? Shit was shite. You know, it's just got Americanized, but they've been around forever. And for those of you that are confused, yes, it makes a cute story, but the word fuck does not mean fornicate under compliments of the king or under command of the king. It also has a European root. Originally appeared in writing in the 13th century from the word fook. Got Americanized, became fuck. Great word, universal word. Here's how I feel about it. Just because you don't use those words, you shouldn't be getting offended or judging somebody because they do. They're not for you. A lot of people that are all, oh, you shouldn't talk like that. They'll say, oh my gosh. That still means, oh my God. Or they'll say, shut the front door instead of shut the fuck up or something like that. You still have the same intent. You're just using different words. So therefore, you might as well just say the words. Or it has the same connotation. Let's see. I'm trying to think of a way to put this in the way I think about it. And you don't have to agree with me. This is how I believe. And when I say you should, it's because I think my way makes sense. Let's try the word pussy. Pussy, if you're talking about a cat, is 100% fine. Nobody gets upset if you say, now granted some people like it for you to say pussy cat, but if you say pussy referencing a cat, nobody gets upset. But if you say pussy referencing a vagina, people get upset. It's the exact same word. Yes, it's talking about two different things. It's the exact same word. Same way with dick. You got friends, their name is Dick. You have no problems calling them Dick, but you have problems being called or calling someone a dick. You're still saying the word. You see what I'm saying? That's your thought, your intention. It's not the actual word. I know I'm pausing. I'm trying to choose my words correctly because I don't want anybody to think, oh, he's just saying it's okay to be an asshole or a foul-mouthed jerk. It's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that, like, for me, that's just the way I talk. Granted, if you use those words enough to offend me in a sentence or a few sentences or a conversation, you're saying it way too much. But that's your right. I don't have to listen to you, just like you don't have to listen to me. So what I'm saying is, oh, here's another example. It's not even a cuss word, but it's about people giving words power that they don't need. It's along the same lines. It's not a word. The number 666. It's a number. We have to use it. It comes in between 665 and 667. It's just a number, but people have given it so much power. Oh, it's so evil. I know people at work that don't even like to go to the 666 slots. That's ridiculous. It's a number. You need to be bigger than that. You need to have the power for yourself. Don't let a number control you. Don't let words control you. If you don't want to use those words, those are fine, but I'm allowed to say them. I have people get upset a lot of times when I use them. I try not to cuss around your kids. I cuss around my kids. I cuss around my granddaughter because it's how I talk. But my kids and my granddaughter is growing up, but my kids grew up and they know. They started cussing at an early age. My daughter started cussing first. She's older. And then my son followed. But you can have a conversation with my children and they won't cuss. I mean, they're adults now, but they won't cuss because they were raised right. And I told them when you, and some of you are going, well, if you let your kids cuss, they weren't raised right. Fuck you, okay? My kids won't wind up in prison. Both straight A students, both succeeding and excelling at life. So don't cast that stone. My point is, I told them early when they first started cussing, if you're going to cuss, you're going to do it correctly. You're going to be an adult about it. I don't want to hear you stand around just going, well, the fucking fucking painting on the fucking wall and fucking shit, fuck, eat shit, fucking fell off, fuck. I don't want to hear that shit. That's ignorant. I hear that kind of shit all the time. Not exactly what I just said, but you get the idea. And if you're going to cuss, you need to be responsible enough to know who, and respectful enough, who you do it in front of. They didn't do it in front of my mom, my mother-in-law, my stepmom. They've figured out who and what they can say in front of who, and that's how they do it. But it's a way of expressing yourself. And all this, well, you shouldn't say this and you shouldn't do that. You telling me that I can't cuss is no different, literally no different than me telling you that you can't believe in God or you can't like Diet Dr. Pepper. Who the fuck am I to tell you what you can like and what you can eat and what you can't drink? Exactly. If you don't want to talk to me, I mean, I offend people all the time. And it's not just, I can offend you without cussing. My mom tried to make me and my brother stop cussing when we were younger. An expression I use all the time is fuck shit. So when I said, have sexual intercourse with bodily waste extracted from the anus or extracted from the rectum, she realized how much grosser that sounds than fuck shit. They're just words. They're used to express yourself. If I say, man, that was awesome, you know it was good. But if I say that was fucking awesome, you know it's better than awesome. It was great. Or if I say this sucks, okay, well, it could be a little suck, so you stubbed your toe. But this fucking sucks, I'll probably just smash my toe. You see? And shit, ass, damn, hell, those are just regular words. They're not even heavy hitters. We shouldn't even bat an eye when we hear them. Control yourself and raise your children however you want to raise them. Most of you, even though you'd think your kids don't cuss, I assure you when they're at school they do. Now, I know some that don't get me wrong, but I've been at the school picking up my kids back when they needed rides. I've heard how kids talk. So those of you that are judging me right now, fuck you again. Because your little foul-mouthed kids at school talking shit, or when they're not around you, man, that shit really lights my face up and look all greasy. But anyways, it's more accepted now than it was, but by giving it all that power that it shouldn't have, you're creating bigger issues. There's bigger issues in life we should be worried about, not the fact that, oh, he said fuck. Here's something else. When you're raising your kids, telling them, oh, well, that's a bad word, then that means they think that person's bad. What if your child was in a life or death situation? I'm trying to save their life, and I'm trying to let them know you need to take my hand now before you get hurt. And I say, give me your fucking hand to let them know I'm not playing. Oh, shit, there's that bad word. And your child dies because they wouldn't take my hand because they were afraid I was a bad person. Or any other person. I'm saying me because I'm not trying to be that guy. But you see what I'm saying? You should let them know that we don't talk that way, but there are people that talk that way. And that's fine for them, but we don't do it. You have no problem telling them we don't worship the devil in this house. There are people out there that do it, and we don't agree with it. Well, you probably say it's wrong if you're one of those people. Which, for the record, I think worshiping the devil's wrong too. I don't worship anybody. But it's just, they're just words. It's a way of expressing yourself. And those of you that use alternate words, we still know the meaning. We're all grown-ups. So it's no different. Yes, you're saying a different word. Pussy, pussy. Dick, dick. Okay? The meaning's still there. We're all grown-ups. We know what you mean. Just like if you say pussy, I can probably figure out if you're talking about a cat or your vagina. Or if you say, hey, look at that dick. I can probably figure out if you're talking about a person or a dick. So, even though you don't talk that way or you don't approve of it, you don't want to hear it, doesn't mean people can't do it. You're not going to die if I say, fuck you. Hope not anyways. I won't die if you say, fuck you to me. So, let's focus on what's really important in life. Loving and respecting each other. Promoting positivity. I love to watch other people succeed. Some of them I don't understand how they succeed. But anyone that's putting in legitimate effort in succeeding, I love to see that. Again, I tried to start a Facebook page, I still have it, that only are allowed to post positive stuff. And literally almost nobody does it, which is why I haven't done it in a long time. I don't understand. Negativity. Roseanne Barr, she's getting so much fucking publicity now, this shit will blow over. Okay, she said some dumb, ignorant, racist bullshit. She lost her TV show. That's fine, I get it. But it's her right to say that. Doesn't make it funny, and it doesn't make it right, but she can say whatever the fuck she wants. But it's fucking Roseanne Barr. Who fucking cares? Look at the source. Are you ever going to meet her? Is she making decisions in your life? If your life is based on what fucking Roseanne Barr thinks or says, you're a fucking moron. I don't fucking care. There are racist fucks out there every day saying the most ignorant shit. And the reason it doesn't affect me is because they don't mean anything to me. I'm not a racist. You will never convince me to be a racist. All colors, all nationalities, all religions, we all have douchebags in our culture that we can't fucking stand, but they don't represent all of us. So, people saying shit that you don't like, regardless if it's racist, vulgar, nasty. Now, quick side note, when I said that cussing is your right, I don't hear about some sexual escapade that you had in front of my kids. I think I pointed this out in another video. When Janet Jackson's tit got popped out on the Super Bowl, I was fucking pissed because I was watching it with my kids. Like Janet Jackson, always have. Always wanted to see her tit, so seeing her tit was a great thing had I not been with my kids. See what I'm saying? But it's her right to do it. I think it was the wrong place, the wrong time, but it is what it is. When I had to have the talk with my kids about the N-word, we were watching, I think I've told this before too, but shit, I gotta hurry up. We were watching The Real World on MTV, and when the white guy said the N-word, they beeped it. But when the black girl said the N-word, they did not. And that made me have to have a conversation with my kids at a time when I wasn't prepared to have it. I mean, as prepared as I could be. But my son's best friend at the time, and for several years after that, was a black guy. A black kid in his class. They'd been at school a couple of years together. So I had the conversation with them then. And then when we got Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, I actually took the game back because they dropped so many N-bombs that it almost sounded like a term of affection. I did not want my child to start thinking it was okay to say that and go to school and say it, especially to his fucking best friend. It's called parenting. So for those of you that get offended, see I'm tying this back into a nice little circle. For those of you that get offended by fuck, shit, dick, that kind of stuff, you monitor your children and you help guide your children through that. Without saying it's bad or those people that talk that way are bad or they're stupid, because I assure you I'm not fucking stupid. We don't talk that way, but some people do. So that's my take on cussing. I really wasn't prepared. I almost didn't do this. So it's probably kind of wishy-washy and fucked up. Coming up on 18 minutes. If I can get some more subscribers, that would be fantastic. So if you're watching this video and you haven't already subscribed, please do. If you kind of half-ass like this or you don't like it, check out some of my other videos. The one on corporal punishment in school and spanking your kids at home is picked up again. It's starting to get more views. So go check that one out. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. I'm cool with that. It's all about your own opinion. And it helps me gauge if I'm going to keep doing these or not. So I really do appreciate those of you that have been hanging in here. I still only have 13 subscribers. It's not going up any. I'll do these for a while longer, and once I just feel it's pointless, then I'm just going to strictly focus on my pins, Wild West Pins. You can find me on Facebook and YouTube. I only have one video. I got to get some more video editing equipment and a better camera, and then I'll start shooting better videos of me making pins. And if you order a pin, you can actually watch me make your pin the entire process once I get to better video editing. All right, damn, hit 19 minutes. I do appreciate those of you that have been here the whole time. I appreciate those of you new people that are checking us out just to see why if you like me or if you don't like me. Until next time, I am Bob Sixx. Peace.